Hey, boss. Has anything weird happened around you lately? Nothing in particular yet, huh? Well, it'll happen soon. Something to do with you. That isn't a threat, by the way. I'm a black sheep, always hanging around on the fringes. It's made me pretty good at picking up on changes in atmosphere. Did you commit a crime or something? Nah, that doesn't seem like you, boss. Something's definitely off, though. Maybe you got on someone's bad side by finding out something they didn't want you to know. That's one guess, anyway. We live in a crazy universe. Nothing surprises me anymore. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but be careful, boss.
And a fine day to you, my Ark's comrade, Patty, at your service.
Who are you and what have you done with Patty? I think I like the new her.
Now that I've got Tia stunned, I've got a question for you. I'll cut to the chase. Did you do something bad? Like something that's not good for Arks? Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on either. But a little while back, someone came asking about you. I think this someone was from Void. He even asked us stuff that only you'd know about. Just feels like something's going down.
Oh, don't worry. We didn't tell them a thing.
That's right. Patia has an exclusive contract with you, after all. Even if we talk to you, we won't talk about you. That's our policy.
We're trying to look into it, but we always seem to be one step behind.
Well, we're handling a request from that other person too, so it's not our fault.
For now, all we can do is give you a heads up. Stay on your toes. It seems like something's about to happen.
It's kind of frustrating that we don't know what that something is, but there's no point in freaking out about it. So, Tia and I are gonna keep ourselves busy hunting down info, just like we always do.
My! It's you. How have you been? You look well. That's wonderful. I'm just taking a leisurely stroll. Things aren't very peaceful on the Ark ship right now, I'll have you know. It's a different kind of tension from when that Dark Falls was revived. It's all prickly, but facing inward, not outward. It's so thrilling. This reminds me of long ago. Not that I have the faintest memory of just how long ago it was. Still, I'm so jealous. It seems like you're going to have so much fun. Haven't you noticed? All that prickly stuff is swirling around you. I'm just tingling with excitement. Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to shoot the whole swirling mess. But I've got a good head on my shoulders, so I won't. Just relax.
Wah! Bonehead! Bonehead? What are you doing here? No, more importantly, you saw me, didn't you? What? You didn't see anything? Oh, that's good. If no one but you has seen me, and you haven't seen anything either, then no one will know I escaped. Wait, hang on a second. Hey, Bonehead! You trying to pull a fast one on me? You're staring at me right now, you bonehead! I've got no choice but to blast you to smithereens and make you forget everything! What? You won't tell anyone? You better be telling the truth, Bonehead. If you lie, I'll stick a needle in your... everywhere! You wanna know what I'm doing? That's a secret. I came to do my own patrols, to do what everyone else is doing. I've been advised to stand by, so I shouldn't be out here right now. But this is what I want to do. I mean, isn't it strange that we're the only ones not doing anything? We're the trio of heroes, and yet... We're the trio of heroes. We're supposed to be super awesome, and yet... we're not doing anything? I think that's weird. What am I even saying? Forget all that! I didn't say anything! Listen up, bonehead! You better not speak a word of this to anyone!
Oh, it's you! You patrolling this area too? How admirable! I got me a question for you. Have you seen Clara's craze around here? Right. Your face says it all. You needn't speak a word. The trio of heroes has been put on alert. Not an official order though, see? But if she's out doing her own thing despite that advice, well, fine by me. It means she's starting to think for herself instead of just blindly following orders. She's a strong one, I tell you. She's got these extraordinary powers. That's just who she is. It's only natural for everyone to be afraid of her. Even I probably couldn't take her in a fight head-on. But behind all that strength, she's still just a naive, innocent child inside. So much so that she can't even decide what's right or wrong, and ends up getting used by others. Which is why Regius told me to set an example for her, but... we'll see if I can live up to that. I'm not super confident, believe it or not. Whoa, hold up! Let's quit it with all this serious talk, yeah? Everything will work out, and if it doesn't, well then we go in and fix it. Anyway, I'm off. You just keep this little chat between us, yeah? Later!
Xian, what are you doing here?
I have been waiting. I and everyone else has been waiting for this precise moment. I must thank you. Were it not for your endeavors, none of us would ever have arrived at this point. It is because of you that you are here now, that she is here now, and that we all are here now. What remains is for the final touches to be finished. All this ends once they are. Come to the core of Oracle, to the center of the mothership, with Matoi at your side.
Xian didn't seem like her usual self. I'm supposed to head in with you. What do you think we'll find? Matoi! Oh, I'm so glad you're both okay. I was so worried. I never could have imagined the data I'd gathered would be used for anything like that. I'm so sorry. Matoi? Matoi! Don't worry. I think things have kept her a tad too tense, and it all wore her out. You just leave her to me. I'm sure you still have all sorts of things to attend to.
the front lines. Your objective is to defeat a bunch of Dark Falls Luther's minions. This is gonna be a pretty tough fight. There's not much I can do to help, but I'm rooting for you. Emergency! Luther the Fallen has finally shown himself. Initiating teleportation to Dark Falls location momentarily. Once the battle begins, I won't be able to help you. All I can do is pray for your safety. May victory be ours. Emergency!
Emergency! A variable beyond my grasp? This cannot be! Where did I go wrong?
Yeah, nice one! You did it!
My power is diminishing. Is this Ark's doing? Son of a... You Ark's fools! To humiliate me this way? Me? It's not over yet. As long as I'm still here, the road to omniscience will never close!
Sorry, Luther. Your journey ends here.
Reggie? Us? Why? Why are you here?
We have been comrades for a long time. It never occurred to me that you would just get beaten like this. That is all.
This is perfect! Join me, Regius. Lend me your strength. Do it for me! For omniscience!
To know everything? And what exactly do you plan to accomplish by gaining that knowledge?
Don't question the value of a scientist's work! To be cognizant of everything is the meaning, the value of my existence!
You used Alma for that purpose.
Alma? Ah. The first Claris craze. Yes, that's right, Regius. These are the exchange conditions. Let's revive her! I have the data lined up for it. If I, Luther the Fallen, had the power of Dark Falls, it would be easy!
Dark Falls. The Fallen.
What? What? are you so surprised now? You felt it vaguely, didn't you? And you followed it.
Yes, but while I could feel it, I was not able to do anything to maintain that temporary peace, you fool. Such a fool. You were clinging to past fantasies that have already been lost. That was me. That was the trio of heroes. But that ends here.
Regius!
Luther, as you said, my blade was made to eliminate Falspawn. And now is the time. Let us finish this. You'll know how to. Alma, Arx will return things to the way you want it, for certain. Maria.
Jeez, elders don't get reckless.
Who's speaking again? There's no point in being here anymore. Let's hurry back to Xiao.
After all that talk, that's all it took for him to be defeated. He even pretended to be us.
In the end, he was just a loser pretending to be something he wasn't. So careless. How boring.
What the heck? Where did you come from?
I know. Let's pretend to be him. Let's multiply him and have some fun.
Yes. Why don't we enjoy ourselves? Breed him and play copycat.
They ate Luther?
Those are replicas of Luthor. That means that they replicated Dark Falls itself.
Hey, everyone. Right over there.
These are nice toys.
What's with these kids? What egregious power!
You're just in time. Regius, we're getting out of here.
Understood.
Aw, they ran. You're pitiful.
Aww, they did flee. You're lazy.
But this seems fun.
Yeah, it reminds me of the girl from 10 years ago. You could see through her, and she sparkled. So pretty.
If they're see-through, you must make them dirty, or everyone will choose to fight.
If they're beautiful, you must make them impure, or everyone will want them in fight.
Make everything dirty.
Make everyone impure.
If we do that, the photons will disappear.
X will disappear if we do that.
If everything is dirty and combined into one,
If everything is impure and combined into one,
we will
avoid
avoid conflict. Let's have fun dirtying things up.
Let's frolic, making things impure.
Ah, there you are. You came at just the right time. I wanted to express remorse for everything back on the mothership. I don't know what came over me. I appreciate the sentiment, but really, I need to make my penance. Code Abyss level orders or not, there's never a good reason to take up arms against a friend. I'm in no shape to keep anyone safe yet, I guess. Seems like more training is all that awaits me.
Can I speak with you for a moment? I simply wanted to apologize for all that happened. I truly am sorry. I am glad you feel that way, but I could never forgive myself if I did not tell you I was sorry. A Code Abyss level command though it may have been, friends should always come first. All of this was proof enough that I do not quite have the foundation I thought I did. I will have to get back to training.
They always say pretty much exactly the same thing, so you'd figure they'd get along. But no, they have to be a pain in the butt. Oh, did I spook you there? That wasn't what I was going for. This time. No, don't get the wrong idea, though. I'm not here to apologize either. Oh, no. I'll let all of them do that. I wanted to thank you, actually. For what? Well, for that great battle. And all of this, really. Oh, yes. Thank you so very, very much. Now then, I'm off to have a little more fun. Hopefully I'll run into you again. Bye now.
Hey, fancy running into you here.
Just when I finally had it all to myself.
What was that, Echo?
Oh, no, nothing. Hi. You're looking alive?
We shouldn't pass up a chance like this, right? What do you say we tackle a mission together again, like the old days?
What? But, Zeno, wait. They're probably busy and all, see? So...
True. It's your call then.
T.
No, huh? Ah, it's too bad. Maybe some other time.
Ah, yes. I'm glad to see you. Out of everyone, I really wanted to thank you in person. I'm grateful to you for righting my mistake. Thank you. At the same time, I want to apologize for going to such lengths to hunt you down, even though you were innocent of any wrongdoing. I put you in a situation where you had to fight your allies, and I am truly sorry. This incident was all my fault. Once the dust settles, I plan to take responsibility in a manner that satisfies everyone.
You're saying you want to take responsibility in such a heavy tone? Are you planning suicide? I won't let you off that easily.
But the organization will crumble if those at the top don't take responsibility for their actions. We, Arcs, can't collapse.
That's an outdated way of thinking, Regius. Don't you think so? The fact that you broadcasted that announcement and used the Code Abyss yourself was to shoulder all the blame, was it not? What I can't stand the most is your attitude of wanting to take sole responsibility for the incident.
Then what? What do you want from a caste who only knows how to fight?
Seriously, you will always be an awkward one. There isn't just one way to take responsibility. It means thinking about how to make amends. That's where you need to start. If you really can't compute that, then... Okay, how about this? Work the Ark so hard that you think dying would be a blessing. Then you can die. If you died right now, you would place more of a burden on everyone. Got it?
So, that's how to take responsibility.
Oh, hello! You're looking good. That's wonderful. Arcs is being restructured, and it's going to get so much busier. Be sure to take care of yourself, okay? Info about the past, secrets, a lot. Tons of different stuff is going to be uncovered. For example, I have a story for you. Once upon a time, there was a baby who was very, very weak at birth. Oh yeah, we'll just call her Risa, okay? Risa was incredibly powerful at handling photons, but her body couldn't keep up with her. For Arcs, that was a huge waste. To not use such talent was completely unacceptable. So the next day, Risa was made into a cast. In one day, she underwent a complete metamorphosis. Having attained a powerful body, she was able to fully demonstrate her innate abilities. I don't know whether that Risa had the volition to do that herself. Nobody who becomes a cast remembers what they were like before the change. But, even so, the current generation exists precisely because everyone pulled their strength and put in the effort. In the end, I guess it's up to each individual to decide whether their circumstances were fortunate or not. That's why Risa always says, it's your loss if you don't enjoy yourself! Well then, bye!
P to the A to the T to the I. Patty here! Ugh, I think I did that one before.
That's what you're worried about? Oh, hello. Tia here.
Blah. Anyway, we investigated that thing you were curious about. You know, that thing, that amazing, huge, strong, terrible thing?
She's talking about Clarissa Gray's weapon, Clarissa.
Yeah, that! Clarissa the White, the rod-type cosmogenic arm! You were curious, right? That was you, right? Whatever, just get a load of this! It's beautiful, pure white frame, glitters like light when it's swung and... Wait, was it white? That's
That's what was curious about it. And the whole reason we investigated it. You know what, Patty? Let me do the talking. Clarissa's whereabouts are a mystery. Apparently, it went missing 10 years ago. So, the one the current Claris Grays possesses is a fake. Though it's still as powerful as all get out. We found that out the hard way. I hear that Clarissa is especially unique among the cosmogenic arms in that it somehow chooses its wielder.
That makes it sound like it's alive or something. Do you think it can talk?
It's true that Claris Grays has often been seen talking to her weapon. Perhaps it talks back.
Like, do you desire power? It shall be yours if you obey my every command. Or something.
Why would it be so haughty?
A weapon's gotta match its wielder, right?
You've got a good point there. Whoa, it's you, Bonehead. Good. Do you need me for something? No, I guess you wouldn't. If anything, you're probably just here to tell me off, right? You saw them too, didn't you? My clones. I'm the same as they are. Only I was lucky enough to be chosen from the group. I get that now. My powers are just replicated and reproduced. I'm easily replaced. It was all just a place arranged for me to sit. If not me, another version would have been fine. I had no idea. So despite that, I took the title, became one of the 6, and acted like I was as good as the rest of the trio of heroes. Clarissa doesn't speak to me anymore. What I heard was that guy, Luther or whatever his name was. He was controlling me all this time like a little puppet. It's ridiculous, really. If you can't laugh at how stupid I was, I don't know what you can. But how am I supposed to even laugh at all anymore? This feeling! It's Huey! He's coming! Listen, Bonehead! Don't tell him I was here! Don't you dare!
I could feel the very photons in the air about to cry out. So hey, here I am! Took off again, did she? Hey, you. Claris Grays was here just now, right? I owe you one. Catch you later! Hey! Good timing! Don't let her get away!
Don't come any closer, Huey! If you do, you're in for a blasting!
Tell me, Claris Grays, why are you running?
Because you're chasing me! I told you to leave me alone! Just quit worrying about me! I don't deserve it!
Who do you think I am, you big dummy? If you think I'm gonna leave you alone acting like this, you've got another thing coming.
But at the end of the day, I'm just a useless, defective replica. My staff, my reputation, my power, all of it given to me, and fake, worthless. just like me. I know that's what you're thinking too, Bonehead. A mere imitation like me is worthless.
You're obsessing over nothing, Claris Craze. It's not like you. I understand feeling down about it, but I agree with our friend here.
But...
Claris Craze, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. Those were mere lookalikes!
How could that be? You saw them, Huey! There can be no doubt! They were my clones! And so am I! I'm a clone! I looked into it. All of it. I have no meaning or worth because I'm just a clone myself.
Oh, wow. So you know you're a clone, huh? Then own it. And don't you dare avert your eyes from the truth. And with that, I'll say it again. Those were just lookalikes. They were absolutely, positively, definitely not you.
Huh?
If they were you, think how many times I've killed you. I am very not okay with that line of thinking. So listen, those things aren't you. They were an enemy we both faced, created by Luther. Back there, those doppelgangers, they were my enemies. My targets, Claris Craze. But, are you?
I fought you. I did such terrible things to everyone. I said all those horrible things. Even after all that, you're willing to forgive me?
Duh!
Huey, you're always so ridiculous.
P to the A to the T to the I, Patty here! Today, we've got some more fresh info for you. Hot off our investigation grill.
Lately, I've been wondering if I should just strike out on my own. Being an informant isn't worth suffering through all this. Hi, it's Tia. It isn't even worth mentioning at this point, but I did all the investigating.
Come on, Tia. Don't feel like that. Information only gets any value when you hand it off to someone else. What's wrong with spicing the handoff up a little? Now then, this time, once again, we looked into those cosmogenic arms. I mean, we did have so much fun with Clarissa last time after all. So, what's next? Well, Regius's very own Yonohate, of course. That big old boxy thing he's always whipping about. You thought it was a normal sword, right? Wrong! It's a katana! It's an all-new weapon type that only Regius has used in the past.
In addition to wielding it for battle, Regius carries Yonohate around to keep it under control, apparently. He also has it registered as a modded sword and says using it as the wrong type of weapon helps keep it in check. No one knows what it truly looks like, because if it were to be unsheathed, the world itself would end.
I don't want to be misleading here, okay? Not that it doesn't look like it could cut an entire planet right in half, though. Honestly, why does this even exist? Who would make something so ridiculous?
Good question. I'd sure like to know.
It's you.
What's the matter, Kuna? Lost your nerve?
I'm just not in the mood. Perhaps another time.
Can you believe that? She's using you as an excuse to bow out.
Keep prattling on like that, and your life is forfeit.
Just having a little fun. Now that Luther's gone, there's no need for me to be in a rush to die.
What's that supposed to mean?
Photoners existed in ancient times. Even if they had exceptionally advanced technology, they wouldn't have been able to retain their form. With that in mind, where do you think Luther's body came from? The answer is here. He used an Ark's body as a vessel. When his existing body failed him, he simply moved on to the next one, just as a Dark Falls would. It's a peculiar kind of irony, like a bad joke. But of course, then you realize he actually was one.
Were you created just like we were?
Indeed I was. I am a clone of Khosra, from the trio of heroes, part of the initial trial run. I wasn't mass-produced like Claris Gray's, however. I'm stubborn, let's say. The first Khosra grew twisted and resistant to control, so Luther had to take over directly, from what I understand. Don't get me wrong, though. Our situations may be similar, but I'm not asking for sympathy. I was the one who devised the artificial draconians. That justifies me being a target of your vengeance, Kuna. I failed to anticipate Luther's interference and put an end to his inhumane experiments. The onus for that failure lies with me.
Tell me then, Khosra. Why didn't you cover up the artificial draconian incident then? You could have put things to rest behind the scenes, but you disclosed everything, including what happened at the lab. It's almost as if you wanted to bring things to light. But why?
An excellent question.
I hate it when you do that, you know.
Goodness, another close shave. It may appear that way, certainly, but I'll have you know I've been deadly serious this entire time. I may have said too much, however. Loose lips and all that. Particularly when you're around, for whatever reason. Very disconcerting. I must bid you adieu before I inadvertently blurt something else out. Until next we meet.
Well, speak of the devil. What perfect timing. Go on, Theo. It's times like these when you need to push yourself. Don't hold back. Let it all out.
Yeah, I know. I'm very sorry for all the trouble I caused you. No, it's not just that. If I'd had it more together and had been more decisive...
Hey now, there's no use worrying about what's over and done with, Theo. Don't you think?
I want to thank you for saving Ulk. I only made it back here thanks to her. And you. I couldn't tell you how thankful I am for all that you've done.
All right already, that's enough. You don't need to grovel so much, all right, Theo? You might not be forgiven for everything, but that's just something you have to learn to live with. At some point, you have to pick yourself up.
Right. I know.
The hard part is what comes next. Arx is about to be transformed,
and these are some long overdue changes. Xiao wants our help with a bunch of different things, too.
Don't overdo it, okay? Your wounds haven't even healed all the way yet.
It's all right. I'll be fine. I'll pass all of the manual labor on to you.
Me?
You have a problem with that? You're the one who said you'd always be by my side.
I mean, I'll do it, but I'm still kind of in the process of recovering myself. Try to remember that a little.
Alrighty. First of all, we need to talk to Xiao about remodeling the shopping plaza.
She doesn't listen to a word anyone says, but I guess that's just Ulk for you.
The cosmogenic arm named Clarissa? Yes, of course I know it. You speak of Clarissa the White, the rod-type cosmogenic arm entrusted to Clarice Craze, yes? What of it then? Curious if I received a request to create an imitation? Oh, am I wrong? You're asking if the weapon I repaired before was the very same Clarissa? Don't be absurd. I've seen plenty of cosmogenic arms in my time, and the potential of that weapon was far too low, even factoring in the incomplete repairs. Cosmogenic arms have a more, how do you say it, intensely powerful aura about them. And I never sensed much power from that one. However, Clarissa is unique. It's possible that only its chosen wielder can see its true power.
I have long awaited your arrival. What do you think of my Xion impression? Totally captured the vibe, right? I mean, I'm technically a copy of her, so it wouldn't be that weird if I had ended up exactly like her. But I think Xion did enough of the whole mysterious and dignified act for the both of us. I'd rather talk like, you know, a real person. Anywho, let's get right to why I called you here. There's something I wanted to tell you directly. It's about Matoi. If I'm being quite honest with you, I'm not sure who or what she really is. We have no data on her. Surely you know as well as I do that someone with her insanely high level of skill sticks out like a sore thumb, right? And I don't just mean in the ARC's database. She's not even in Xion's records. It's like someone deliberately edited her out. Now, if it had been Luther, that much I could understand. But even he didn't seem to know about her. And if it wasn't him, I can think of only one other possible suspect. It had to have been Xion. They must have erased all record of Matoi. And it's not just Matoi that got wiped. Xion seems to have deleted all records beyond about, 10 or so years ago. Not just physical records either. Nobody in ARC seems to have any clear memories from then anymore either. This isn't the sort of data we can just salvage or trace back either. It's vanished straight out of existence. Bloop, gone. Something important had to have happened then 10 years ago. But we can't revisit memories that no longer exist. What we need to do is go back directly and see it all for ourselves. You are more than capable of that. And this isn't just to sate my own curiosity either. Xion is no longer with us, and Luther has fallen. ARCS is taking its first steps forward into a brand new era. What that means is that I now need to maintain both the control Luther held and the calculations that Xion ran all by myself. That's why, if I want to ensure the safety and stability of this newborn ARCS, I need to know as much as possible about what happened. That includes even things I might not want to know the truth about. That said, I won't pretend I'm not curious about it all. I'd quite like to see what happened before I ever even existed. Right then. Idle hands never accomplished anything, so let's get to work. If we just head back to the time that has been wiped clean from history itself, we should learn a thing or two. This will be a lot like the sort of time travel you've done already. You've been through so much already that I'm sure this trip will be just another drop in the bucket of your wildlife experiences. Xion might have even known I'd try to do this. Maybe that's why they chose you in the first place, you know? I'll be on backup duty. You just head to the target location. Let's find out what truly happened.